Hey guys, Adam from Drums Etc. Today we're talking about hi-hat clutches. I got a request for this just because every time you show up to a gig and there's a house drum set or you're borrowing a kit, it seems that these are set up incorrectly, right? So you'll get to a gig and you'll have one or two of these guys somewhere in some formation, in some sort of capacity. Typically there's one on top, one on bottom with felts in between. That's actually incorrect. These are supposed to be used in conjunction with another. So these are two nuts that thread onto the hi-hat clutch on top of the cymbal. So they should be together like this. Now the point of this, and I'll show you on a clutch here, the point of this is so that you have some adjustability of your top hi-hat cymbal. So your bottom lock nut here should be cranked tight. This should be the entire way on, because this is likely the one that will pop loose if it starts to unscrew. And then I think a lot of us have been there where all of a sudden then there's something floating around your hi-hats and your clutch goes up, but your cymbal does not move, right? So this guy stays on tight. Now this top part right here, to adjust the amount of pressure that is on that top hat to keep it from moving within those felts, you adjust this nut here, tighten it down, and then when you have it in the place where you would like it to not move, you tighten this top one, and that holds it in place. So then, to solve the problem of this falling, there's all sorts of different designs that don't screw directly into the hi-hat rod itself. I just grabbed a couple here. So this is the Pearl Rapid hi-hat clutch, rapid lock hi-hat, quick release clutch. There's all sorts of terms for this type of clutch, but as you can see here, the top nut actually has a little adjustment that you can use an Allen key to tighten that down if you don't want it to move at all. But this does a pretty good job at staying put. I know that because I actually use this clutch. But then on the bottom, rather than that bottom nut being able to unscrew, this guy can't move. So you press down and pinch on these little things, then you click it into place and you know it's not going to go anywhere on you. In addition to that, the most underrated part of this hi-hat clutch is actually how this clamps down. So notice there's no threading that goes directly into the hi-hat rod itself. It clamps down and around. There's one other variation I'd like to show you. So this is the Tama hi-hat clutch, and you've got the quick release bottom right here, which is a little bit different in design. It kind of snaps horizontally into place. Here you've got the two nuts in conjunction, one plastic, one metal, and then this guy, as this clamps down, this actually pulls, there's a loop in there, and it actually is pulling the bolt up towards this wing nut, and that's how it holds it in place. So it's very much a surrounding, but not directly drilling into that hi-hat rod, so you don't have to replace it. So, quick overview. Gets real crazy. Obviously, you jump into the details, gets real nerdy about the tiny little things that can make a big difference. Certainly, when you get to the gig, make sure that you have your hi-hat clutch set up correctly. I always recommend keeping an extra clutch in your stick bag in case you're in the situation where you get there and your cymbals won't necessarily be protected or be taken care of the right way. Hope you enjoyed.